royal supporters have made desperate calls for Prince Edward and Princess Anne to be appointed to stand in for the Queen instead of Prince Andrew following his high-profile civil sex case. The news comes as a surprise to some supporters after a new parliamentary briefing paper revealed that Prince Harry should not be eligible to fill in for the monarch as a Counsellor of State because he no longer lives in the UK. The House of Commons Library published guidance for the first time on what plans could be put in place if the Queen cannot carry out royal functions. Following the news that Prince Harry and Andrew have both quit as working royals, there has been an increase in public debate on whether they should still be stand-ins. There's been a lot of noise about Harry and Andrew and their roles as Counsellors of State, and it was felt important MPs had all the facts, a government source said. It has nothing to do with Her Majesty being ill. The Queen recently contracted COVID-19, forcing her to cancel a number of events. The Regency Acts of 1937 and 1953 were created to deal with 4 possible scenarios such as a monarch succeeding to the throne before they turn 18, a monarch becoming permanently or temporarily debilitated, or their absence from the UK. If there was a temporary incapacity or absence from the UK, the monarch can assign Counsellors of State to maintain public business. But there is no provision under the Act to prohibit a member of the family from stepping in who isn't a working royal. This means as long as the royal stays in the line of succession, they can still be requested to stand in. In response, royal fans hit out on Twitter and called for the next 2 senior royals in line with the throne, Prince Edward and Princess Anne, to be appointed in their place. One person wrote, "Will the nation stand for Andrew being a representative of the monarchy? I do not think so. As for Harry, it goes without saying that he too should be legally removed. What are they waiting for? Putin?" While another person commented, "Andrew and Harry are not part of the firm and should have no right at all concerning the monarchy or Great Britain." A third user said, "I hope he and Andrew will be replaced ASAP." Another person said, "Neither of them should be Cs of S. Harry isn't even resident in the UK anymore. The less said about Andrew the better. Promote Anne and Edward." Prince Andrew's downfall has been a long time coming but was delayed due to the protection he has been given throughout his life thanks to being the Queen's favourite, a royal expert has claimed. In November last year the Duke of York, 60, was forced to step down from his royal duties amid the scandal over his friendship with the late pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. Earlier this week he launched an extraordinary public fight back after US authorities made a formal request for him to be quizzed over the affair. Nigel Cawthorne, author of Prince Andrew, Epstein and the Palace, said Andrew led a charmed life before his infamous car crash Newsnight interview with Emily Maitlis, but his downfall has been a long time coming. It has been long delayed by the protection he has been given him throughout his life, he wrote in The Telegraph. Known as a child for his temper tantrums, even the imperious Prince Philip called Andrew the boss. But he was always his mother's favourite. Nigel told how the Queen wrote to her cousin after his birth telling her that he was adorable and was destined to be terribly spoilt. Perhaps this is what led to his school peers at Gordonstone branding him boastful and big-headed. He added that while some found Andrew charming in person, when he took on his first official duties, he was gaffe-prone with a callous disregard for the sensitivities of others and was no better with employees. Nigel recalled how the Prince, while representing the Queen in Port Stanley shortly after the Falklands Armistice and the death of 255 servicemen, remarked, "It was the perfect place to bring my bride on honeymoon."